So I'm going to pull this off. I'm not going to take that. Um, we might hang out in here for a little bit. To anticipate price to go lower, I'd want to see us close below here. But this current candle is pretty important because I think if we are going to see a pretty strong move for sell side, this candle here would close below here. Um, if we're going to continue to seek buy side, I'd want to see price start to push up right now and use this as the bottom of the order block. Outside of that, I think we may just go sideways until we have hit whatever time it is that we need to hit, or until we have enough liquidity to move. So that's what I'm looking for right now. Those are the two things that I'm watching in order to determine which side of liquidity we're seeking. So that's a little preemptive. I probably could have waited on that, but it does look like we're going to use this as an order block. So I just wanted to get ahead and take that entry. Now price has been a little weird up here, so I think there's a high likelihood that we do get stopped out. Especially considering we still have 2.5 minutes left of this candle, so we aren't even halfway through. So we're discovering price right now. I'm not, again, not certain whether we're going to continue this or revert, and that's just based on the way that price is moving right now. But I was looking to see price come down here and then start to push back above this here, and hopefully make it an order block. So I think if we see a little push right here, I'll get rid of one contract. So I'm going to get rid of that first contract here. Just to run down equity, because again, this is a little bit sketchy of price. So I want to be cautious here because I don't trust this price right here. So we'll sell one more. And we'll just leave on the last contract. Um, and this might stop us out break even, because I took two contracts off at about, we'll say, an average of 50 handles or 50 ticks. And down here, let's see, 20, it's about 80 ticks. So it could actually be a little bit in the negative here. 30 seconds left on this candle. So what we don't want to see is price shoot down in the last few seconds of this candle. That would indicate to me that we have rocky roads ahead. And that's what we're seeing at the moment. So I'm going to leave this on. Um, but yeah, I think that that might be an indicator that we're going to see some rocky roads ahead. We didn't close above this here. So what we need to see is a very strong candle on this current 5 minute candle. Um, Otherwise, I think we will just get stopped out here. And I'm going to leave it on. But let's just keep an eye on it. This price is getting a little weird here. And let's take a look at the 15 second. Yeah, a bit nasty on the 15 second as well. So I don't really trust that this is bullish until we see a very, very strong candle straight up. Again, otherwise, I think this contract is done for. I think we might have a volume imbalance. Yeah, we've got a volume imbalance, so we're gonna have to hang out here for a little bit. We're either gonna need to see price close right here, like down below where this closed, or we'll need the very next candle to quickly bounce in here and then run up. Otherwise, if we just press higher right now, we will most likely end up coming back because we have this little volume imbalance in here that we haven't cleaned. So if you look at the close here, it's 20.060.75 and the open here is 20.061. So I think even if we press higher right here, we might have to come back and close this out. But again, the only way for me to trust that this is going to remain bullish is if this current candle is ridiculously strong straight up. Otherwise, I think we go sideways. Or yeah, I would think we go sideways otherwise. And if we didn't go sideways and we didn't see a massive candle straight up, we're closing this because price is going to come straight down. So I'd like to see this current 1 minute candle blast higher. If not, I think that's going to show us that we will remain sideways. This one or the very next one. Yep, don't love. So I'm just going to bring this in. I'll just put it right above. And if we get stopped out, we get stopped out. But again, I wanted to see this candle be straight up. Otherwise, we'd be looking at some sideways price action. So we want to watch the last 50 seconds here. Those are going to be the most important seconds. This last 50 seconds will either give us a candle that comes straight down and stops us out, or it'll press higher. I don't think this last 50 seconds will see sideways price action. And if this current candle closes higher, I'll look for the next candle to open, press a little bit higher. I'll close it, and I think things get a little tricky from there. So what I would like to see is this candle here open up, come down just a little bit, and then push really strong. And if it does that, I'm going to just go ahead and close it out. So it didn't even come down here, it just opened. And it's up here, so it's sketchy for sure. So it hasn't pressed higher. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take this off. It's really nice and slow. What I wanted to see from this was strong, quick delivery higher, and we haven't gotten that. So want to avoid taking an unnecessary loss. Just looks like we are moving into a little bit of inefficiency right here. I don't love it. Want to see this candle here blast higher. Otherwise, this this current move might be thwarted. So we want to see it move unreasonably higher if it's going to continue to move through this here. All right, so let's watch this candle, this current candle. We should get a big candle out of this. I don't know if it's going to be up or down. Ideally, I'd like for it to be up so that we could run that buy side, but I do think we get a pretty large candle right here. And that's why I took the order off, because I don't know which way we're going to go, just judging how slow we're going right now. Okay, so I think we're going to see a blast higher and then exhaustion on this candle. Gonna move up to the 15-second. Or move down to the 15-second. So watch for this one to blast higher. And I think if we do that, we might slow down a little bit. Okay, so we're seeing a little bit of inefficiency here. I'm gonna leave this running for one more minute. We'll just review price for one more minute, or let's see, 2 more minutes, because we want to see what happens at the 1050 macro. So once 1050 hits, we should start to see a move setting up. So I'm gonna leave it on the 15-second so that when 1050 comes around, we can see it at a little bit higher of a rate. But it is going to set up a macro that ends up running price to where it should end on the hour. So at 11 o'clock. So there we go, a little bit more movement from that 1050 macro. So still don't know what direction it's going to go, but I am just pointing out that 1050 starts the movement to set us up for the next price run. I'm going to move up to the 5 minute just to see where we are actually headed. Um, Once we hit 1051, I'm going to do that. But you can see how at 1050 price started to make a move.